You're watching the first News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
On our first News Hour debate on Punch Counter Punch tonight, we have Vinod Mehta and Lord Meghnad Desai is with me in the studio. Good to see you, Lord Desai.
Thank you very much.
It's been a long time. Vinod Mehta, welcome. Meenakshi Lekhi represents the BJP tonight and Randeep Surjewala represents the Congress party. Thank you very much. Now, so the decision has been taken. It's Sonia Gandhi versus Narendra Modi.
Sound.
Is it, Randeep? Sonia Gandhi versus Narendra Modi. Not Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra Modi. The script being written and the stage being set by the Congress party, it appears, is the Congress president versus Modi, not the Congress vice president versus Modi.
You know, these are, can I speak?
Yes.
Yeah. These are figment of people's imagination. Shrimati Sonia Gandhi is the undisputed leader of the party. And Shri Rahul Gandhi is the youth icon for the party who guides the Congress party's dialogue and the dialogue of progress and prosperity into the 21st century. There is no disconnect there, unlike Mr. Modi, who has to retire both Keshubhai Patel and Shri Lalkrishnan Advani forcibly to reach where he has reached. And even now, his leadership is unaccepted inside his own party, across states and across the national scenario.
Let's get Meghnad Desai's point of view on this. What do you think of it? What was happening today? Two repeated days. The focus is on Shehzada. In fact, if I play the tape of the number of times Narendra Modi says Shehzada in the course of today's speech, it's very direct. So, with Sonia Gandhi coming out in Rahul Gandhi's defense?
Absolutely.
She is. Okay.
Congress has only one decent campaigner, and that's Sonia Gandhi.
Okay.
And it's been quite made clear. To begin with, Congress thought Rahul Gandhi will sort out Narendra Modi.
You think they're rethinking that?
Yes. Narendra Modi is a much better public speaker than Rahul Gandhi ever will be, at least in the next 10 years. So the mother has come to the defense of the son because she wants to ensure Congress victory.
You think so?
She has realized that she's the only weapon the Congress has got.
So you now think it's Sonia Gandhi goes all gun blazing because she's giving covering fire to Rahul Gandhi?
The Congress can't rest on the idea that Rahul Gandhi will somehow trounce Narendra Modi. Not in a month of Sundays.
I get what you're saying.
Sonia Gandhi won the 2004 election. Sonia Gandhi carried 2009.
Okay.
She is the only decent Congress campaigner. They don't have any other public speakers.
Well, of course they do.
Come on.
Well, they do.
Not of the kind of quality of
You're saying Sonia Gandhi is the best public speaker the Congress can have.
Yeah.
And this is covering fire for Rahul Gandhi.
Absolutely.
Randeep Surjewala, I know you want to respond to that. Let's let everybody have their perspective on what's going on.
She's a fantastic campaigner.
Then we are going to come back to you. By the way, this is what we are going to do tonight. What we are going to do, Vinod Mehta, is that we are going to actually factually go into 4 points which Sonia Gandhi raises. And if I can only have Meenakshi Lekhi's attention, she's getting a phone call, but what we are going to do is we put Sonia Gandhi's claims to the test and then decide who's right and who's wrong. Vinod Mehta, before I get into those specifics, is Sonia Gandhi coming out in Rahul Gandhi's defense? Is this calibrated strategy in your view?
Well, Arnab, I mean, I'm very surprised at what my friend Lord Meghnad Desai has said. I mean, one of the many problems that the Congress party has is they have very, very bad campaigners. I mean, the Gandhi family, for all their virtues, are very poor public speakers. And then to add to that, you have the Prime Minister, who is even worse than they are. So, I mean, if the Congress is relying on Sonia Gandhi to see them through this election by rhetoric and by making very strong campaign points, I think they're barking up the wrong tree. But Arnab, the more important thing is that you have just received a flavor of the 2014 election and how much you and I and the people of India might criticize the tastelessness, the crudity of the campaigning. There is nothing we can do about this because these people will carry on. And in that context, can I say that Mr. Narendra Modi is the champion of tastelessness, The Congress has much to learn from Mr. Narendra Modi when it comes to crudity and tastelessness. So, but they're catching up very fast. Well, seem to be catching up very fast. But I think the whole flavor of this 2014 election is going to get worse. We are going to have name calling, we are going to have invective, we are going to have tastelessness, and we are going to have crudity. And I'm afraid Mr. Narendra Modi may be showing the way, which way to go.
Well, you know, I know what Meenakshi Lekhi, welcome. Okay. I don't know if she's on the line. By the way, you have called Narendra Modi the master author of crudity in this particular election. You have done that and you stay by it. So may I now begin the Congress BJP part of the debate? Meenakshi Lekhi, can you hear me? Meenakshi Lekhi, do I have the audio through to her? Well, I don't. Do you agree with what he said in the meantime?
No, you see, the thing is, somehow Indian politics has convinced itself that everybody has to be polite. In American politics or British politics, people are always being very direct and very, very hard-hitting. You know, why do Indian politicians think that people can't attack
because
each other?
There's a certain hypocrisy to the manner in which, I would not be among those hypocrites who believe, there are a lot of hypocritical attitudes to it. I mean, everybody is watching this debate. As long as it doesn't come down to abuse and personal slander, you know, a high-pitched debate is perfectly all right. But in our country, unfortunately, Mr. Mehta, with the utmost respect to you, we seem to have a certain latent hypocrisy, which makes us feel, look, can we have a very civilized debate? Can we have a very calm debate? I mean, as long as you stay away from slander, personal abuse, I think a tough election debate is what this country requires.
Arnab,
we should not run away from it, Mr. Mehta. This country is changing. We can't have those. Let's have a straightforward debate on issues, and that's what I want to have tonight. Vinod Mehta, Meghnad Desai responding to you, and then we'll get Meenakshi Lekhi into the debate. Yes.
Civilized debate only means don't criticize Congress.
Is of course we want a debate.
Civilized debate means don't criticize Congress.
We want a debate about the issues. Of course, we want a debate about the issues. But what are we having? We are not having a debate about the issues. We are having a debate in name calling. Who can get into
politics is not academia.
Yes, somebody says that T-Boy cannot become a prime minister of the country.
Politics
Congress
is not
is saying
academia.
That Lata Mangeshkar's Bharat Ratna should be taken away because she has supported Modi.
But politics is not academia.
So neither do we have a debate on the issues, but we just have a debate on tastelessness.
Vinod, look at the way Americans criticize Obama.
Arnab,
I mean, fantastic abuse every day, day after day. Does he mind that? He just gives it back.
But it's not tasteless, Meghnad.
Come on.
This is tasteless. This is crude.
That doesn't matter. This is real-life politics. Real-life politics is not played out in polite circumstances.
On the Sonia-Modi face-off, what we are going to do, Mr. Surjewala, is let's see, Mr. Surjewala, let's see if we can debate 4 points, right? Let's have a issue by issue debate. We divorce the rhetoric, we go by the fact. And the first point which Sonia Gandhi said, Meenakshi Lekhi, she says that there is only talk of development in Madhya Pradesh. Let's put the challenge to you. You can counter Sonia Gandhi if you want, and then we'll get Mr. Surjewala to respond. Point number one, Sonia Gandhi says it's rubbish, all this talk of development in Madhya Pradesh. She said children are dying due to malnutrition. There are no doctors in hospitals. There is no proper treatment available. And Ms. Lekhi, she's right. Because by the Madhya Pradesh government's own statistics, submitted in the assembly, 21,409 children die of malnutrition in 2012. The death toll on an average, Ms. Lekhi, is a shocking 58 infants a day. So she takes you on fact. Do you have any response? We have 4 such points tonight. Yes.
Yes, I have a response, and I think I will dig out the data of 2004 and would request you put up the statistics when the Madhya Pradesh at that time was under the Congress government. From that time to this time, what development has happened. Now, all the mess that has been created in 67 years cannot be corrected in 8 to 10 years, but the strides which Madhya Pradesh has made in these 10 years is what needs to be noted. And when Madam Nehru talks about Madhya Pradesh, I think she would do well to discuss other states which are being governed by Congress party, including the ones which have always had a higher developmental rate, whether it's Andhra Pradesh or it's Kerala, which have always been better, and yet they are showing downfall in their in all these fields. So I think we can discuss that.
No, Miss Lekhi, Miss Lekhi, go to point number 2. She says point number 2. No, 1 second. 1 minute. You see, that's the problem. When she says she's in Madhya Pradesh, she says so many children die per day.
I'm still to respond to her.
Okay, you want to respond to her on that point? Go ahead, and then I'll put a question to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Arnab, it's very well to say compare it 50 years behind, compare it 20 years behind. 10 years, people of the state have given to Shri Shivraj Chauhan. And you have given those shocking figures. I have not produced those. And if I start quoting the school dropout rate, the malnutrition rate of women, how women are anemic, how many children actually are dropping out of schools, how as to more than 60%
so you are shocked.
Colleges do not
So you are shocked at the numbers?
Compared to what?
No, you are shocked at the numbers?
Compared to what?
No, my honest. So Mr. Surjewala, are you shocked? 1 minute, Mr. Surjewala, are you shocked at the numbers?
Compared to what?
One second, Mr. Surjewala, are you shocked at the numbers?
And Arnab, 13
are you shocked at the numbers, Mr. Surjewala?
13.
Are you shocked at the Madhya Pradesh numbers?
Arnab,
No, are you shocked at the Madhya Pradesh numbers on malnutrition? No, are you shocked? Answer the question. Are you shocked at the Madhya Pradesh numbers on malnutrition? Are you shocked, Mr. Surjewala?
Absolutely.
And do you feel, 1 minute, follow-up question. Do you feel, 1 minute, Mr. Surjewala, do you feel,
facing a Lokayukta probe?
No, what's it? Before you move to Lokayukta, do you feel that a government which produces these kind of shocking figures, where 27% of the children, as per CAG report, are malnourished, a state like Madhya Pradesh, do you feel that such a state has no right to govern the people of that state? Do you feel so, Mr. Surjewala?
Arnab, I think let me correct the figure of malnourished.
Do you feel so, Mr. Surjewala?
Is there?
Do you feel so, Mr. Surjewala? 1 out of every 4 children.
Yes, 50% of, or nearly, if nearly 50% of children and women are anemic, if the school dropout ratio is one of the highest in the country,
Mr. Surjewala,
attack and assault on women.
No. 1 point of malnutrition, Mr. Surjewala, I find with dexterity, with absolute dexterity, Mr. Surjewala, with the deft,
being blocked.
Mr. Surjewala,
what do you say to such a state?
Mr. Surjewala, you know why?
I'll answer you.
No, 1 second, Meenakshi, 1 minute. You know, Mr. Surjewala, with the dexterity that only an experienced politician can have, you have tried to avoid my question, which was the following, that since Sonia Gandhi totally attacks the Madhya Pradesh government, do you believe a state government which has such horrible malnutrition statistics should not govern? You avoided it because you know why you avoided it. I'll tell you now why you avoided it.
No,
you avoided it. I'll tell you why you avoided it. No, 1 second. Because the figure, 1 minute, because you avoided it because, Mr. Surjewala, the figures from your state, Congress ruled in Haryana, are 75% worse than Madhya Pradesh. You avoided it because Assam is much worse. Congress rule is much worse than Madhya Pradesh. You avoided it because Andhra Pradesh which has been a Congress ruled state, the percentage of malnourished children is almost double that of Madhya Pradesh. So, Mr. Surjewala, look within. We will question you on fact. Vinod Mehta says have a debate on fact. We put those facts, and the facts are that all of you are on shallow ground, Mr. Surjewala. Do you concede that point?
Let me correct you, Arnab. Haryana has one of the finest child nutrition ratios and one of the best ratios in India. in terms of
what?
health of women, in terms
I am
of
talking about malnourished
delivery,
children.
in terms of
Sonia
infant
Gandhi spoke about
mortality,
malnourished children.
in terms of school dropouts.
Sonia Gandhi spoke about malnourished children.
You look at Haryana's
Sonia
the
Gandhi
national record of malnutrition of children is a very shocking one.
In the state is amongst the best.
In world terms, India does very badly on malnourished children. 47% are malnourished. Now, it's no good pretending that one is another. Why for 67 years nothing very much has been done on malnourished children? Come on, that is the question we are facing.
So, question number 2, Vinod Mehta, I'll come to you. I just wanted tonight, for the first time, I want to go point by point on the speech, and I want to point out the hypocrisy on both sides. Point number 2, Randeep Surjewala. Sonia Gandhi says that 13 of Madhya Pradesh's ministers indicted by the Lokayukta, what steps have been taken against it? She's absolutely right, Meenakshi Lekhi. She's absolutely right. No action taken.
No, she's
complete,
not right.
No, there are
charges. She's not right.
Well, how? She's completely right.
I'll tell you how. No, she's not right. You take the Delhi Lokayukt case, how many cases against the one chief
No.
minister?
Why Delhi Lokayukt? I look at Madhya Pradesh Lokayukt. I look at Madhya Pradesh Lokayukt.
Because I'll tell you why. The names of these 13 cases saying that no action has been taken is incorrect.
No, 1 second.
Because this is not what it is.
As far as my information is concerned, you even have a petition filed before the Madhya Pradesh High Court citing charges of corruption against 11 serving and former ministers and 50 officials of the administration being probed by the Lokayukta for the last 8 years.
Does not mean petition has been accepted.
Not only that, the Madhya Pradesh Lokayukta in August this year complained that he was not receiving the requisite support from the state government to prosecute the concerned ministers. You understand, Meenakshi Lekhi?
You're going... I understand, but this again you're reading from the reports. You're not.
I am reading from the Lokayukt's actual complaint.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're not reading what post this has happened and what exactly the
I have Meenakshi Lekhi, I challenge you on television tonight.
No, I'm sorry.
I challenge you. I'll show you the Madhya Pradesh Lokayukt figures since 2009.
I am also challenging you that this is incorrect propaganda which is going on. So far as the indictment is concerned, indictment against Chief Minister of Delhi has happened umpteen number of times.
I'm not talking about Delhi. You see, you want us to be specific on the debate. You want us to be specific. Sonia Gandhi says something.
I'm being specific. You see, this is by virtue of a report. This is my information. This is
no, it's not. It's not.
It is incorrect. I'm making that statement.
It's completely correct. 17,900 complaints received. Investigation begins only in 2,130. Raids are conducted only in 229.
So how many have been rejected by the Lokayukta? How many have been rejected?
This is the record of the Madhya Pradesh Lokayukta. No, do you agree that you have gone soft? Sonia Gandhi says you are soft. You are soft on corruption. You have no right to preach.
No, I think Sonia Gandhi is incorrect because her own governor in Gujarat has been found convicted by the registrar of companies in Rajasthan, and she continues with that governor. The Lokayukta in Delhi has indicted the Chief Minister of Delhi more than
you see this selective. No, one second. You see, each one of you. Each one of you. Each one of you
is working.
Meenakshi, each one of you
free from interference from the government. Is free to take charge if there is any.
You see what's happening here is interesting. I want to explain to the viewer what's happening.
Of a Lokayukta in Gujarat, and may I ask why?
Mr. Surjewala, your own government is responsible.
Is it not a fact, madam, that the Lokayukta even appointed had to resign on account of the pressure imposed by none less than the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Narendra Modi?
You can lie with
why has he not? You are projecting him as a national leader. Can you tell me today, ma'am, on national television, why has he not appointed Lokayukta? Do you have any verified valuable, correct reason.
All the honest
You are pushing even the appointed Lokayukta whose appointment has been upheld right up to Supreme Court, despite spending crores of rupees by government of Gujarat opposing his appointment.
No, you see the problem is
pressurizing him to resign.
the problem is no, 1 minute. I want to 1 minute. I've decided something on the Newshour tonight. No, I've made a decision. I'm deciding something. Please allow me. I have something to say. I have something important to say. I have something important to say. I have something important to say.
Ask you to answer that.
No, what's it? Mr. Surjewala, 1 minute. May I seek your indulgence?
That is who you are.
May I seek your indulgence? I have something important to say to the Newshour viewer, and there are millions watching this program. I have something important. What I'm saying is this: what happens is the BJP wants to ask questions on BJP turf. The Congress wants questions asked on Congress turf. I say I will ask Congress questions on my turf, and I will ask BJP the questions on my turf. I will not allow each side to throw it on each other's side, because Mr. Surjewala, you have no answer there. I asked the BJP the question, and Meenakshi Lekhi got angry, but fact is, what action did you take against Sheila Dikshit when the Delhi Lokayukta indicted Sheila Dikshit for misuse of public money? And what if Sonia Gandhi took no actions against Sheila Dikshit after the Delhi Lokayukta indicted Sheila Dikshit for misusing government funds for carrying out an advertisement campaign with a political purpose ahead of the assembly elections of 2008? If no action was taken by Sonia Gandhi on that, then how can you cite the Lokayukta in the context of Madhya Pradesh? Come on, Mr. Surjewala. Come on, Mr. Surjewala. What you are going to say in election rallies will be verified in the media later.
Minister this country has had and continues to have. We are proud of the fact. And Mrs. Sheila Dikshit has never been indicted in the manner that you are suggesting.
Manner?
Or any kind of impropriety.
Manner?
Nature that you are suggesting.
What do you mean manner? I have the facts. Are you accusing me of putting wrong facts in the public domain?
If you read the Lokayukta report of Delhi,
Lokayukta
Lokayukta report said that there was a improper procedure followed. How can you convict or even indict a chief minister?
Mr. Surjewala, I take exception. Mr. Surjewala, I take exception to what you are saying. You are accusing me.
And can I ask my friend Meenakshi Lekhi ji? She's a very respected.
No. You answer my question. You answer my question. You have made
proceeded to even appoint a Lokayukta for last 9 years. Why has he been spending crores and crores of rupees of public exchequer in High Court of Gujarat and in Supreme Court in fighting appointment of the Lokayukta? Why has Shri Narendra Modi?
You don't decide. You don't decide the contours of the debate.
Even an appointment.
No, 1 minute, Mr. Mayor. I find it very interesting. You see, it's like a tennis match. 1 minute. It's like a tennis match. 1 minute, Meenakshi. It's a tennis match. What happens is 1 minute. This is what happens. This is what is going wrong. We need to fix it. What happens is I ask you a question, you take it and you rally on to the Congress side. I put the question to the Congress party, they rally it on to the BJP side, and in the course of it, I will not let Randeep Surjewala get away with accusing me of putting the facts wrong, because with the utmost respect to you, Mr. Surjewala, please check your facts. And I'm saying this with utmost respect. As far as I remember, the Lokayukta Justice Manmohan Sarini recommended to President Pranab Mukherjee to caution Dikshit for the alleged use of public funds. He also recommended to the President to advise Dikshit to reimburse either herself or through her party a sum of 11 crores as the cost of advertisements in 2008, or any amount that the President feels adequate. This is a Lokayukta thing. I think it's very serious. Don't downplay it. My question goes therefore. Now it's very interesting. For the first time, we are going very factual on the Newshour tonight. Very factual. Vinod Mehta and Meghnad Desai.
Can I come in?
No, one sec. Vinod Mehta and Meghnad Desai.
Can I come in?
Yes. Your comment on what's going on, Mr. Mehta, because I find it when you look at the rhetoric of a rally through a sieve of fact, then you catch a lot. Mr. Mehta.
Arnab, it is a tennis match simply because what the Congress accuses the BJP of, it is guilty itself. And what the BJP accuses Congress of, it is guilty itself. So when Sonia Gandhi goes to Madhya Pradesh, she may be factually correct about all the things that are wrong with Madhya Pradesh. But it does not lie in her mouth, because many of the Congress states are in a worse situation than Madhya Pradesh. And Arnab, You have forgotten one statistic which is the most damaging statistic in Madhya Pradesh. Over 65% of the population in Madhya Pradesh is open defecation. And there is 60% open defecation in the entire country. Can you believe this? In a country like India, that 65% of the people in the state or 60% of the people annually, there is open defecation, and all this reason because of that is the temporary indictment of the Congress government.
I heard you. I heard you there. I heard you there. My question goes. I heard you there. My question goes to the other side. What's point number 3 with Sonia Gandhi raises? Sonia Gandhi says, where's all the money we had given for West? Where is it gone? Mr. Surjewala, where is 52,000 crores gone? 52,000 crores the value of the scam ascribed by the CAG in the farm loan waiver scheme. The whole country knows about the failure of the UPA government to implement welfare programs properly, including Manrega. If Sonia Gandhi goes and makes that accusation of Madhya Pradesh rally, is it looking slightly fake?
Arnab, about 40% of Madhya Pradesh budget comes from the resources that government of India provides to them. And if they are going to, if there is going to be malfeasance of that budget, or even the remaining 60% that matter, as a responsible opposition party that governs the country, it is a duty to ask Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan and the BJP that question. When the farmers in Bundelkhand area of Madhya Pradesh are facing drought and abject poverty, and centre provides a package, and that package is washed away without the package reaching the poor farmer and farm labourers of Madhya Pradesh, it is our duty and responsibility to ask that question from the BJP government in Madhya Pradesh.
No, what about the government in your state, for example? What about the government in Haryana? Because as per my information, which is CAG documented facts. 1 minute. Congress ruled government in Assam. Mr. Surjewala, Congress ruled government in Assam. Maximum number of ghost workers found in panchayats. People who don't exist but money is given out. Okay. Congress ruled government in Assam, workers not paid unemployment allowance in 2 districts of the entire state. Haryana, by the way, specializes in not maintaining work inspection records. Why is Sonia Gandhi soft on you and tough on Shivraj Singh Chauhan? Why is she not maintaining parity there? I'm not even going into details of the application of these schemes. Mr. Surjewala, explain that.
The highest amount for MG Narega, if you check, has gone to the state of Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Odisha, Rajasthan and Gujarat and portions of Andhra Pradesh. You quote Assam, fair enough. I'm not going to defend any wrongdoing, and I'm sure any wrongdoer would be prosecuted and punished. But what about the government of Madhya Pradesh? The question
when are they going to get prosecuted? How many years? How many years before they get prosecuted? When? Before death?
Money siphoned off by
before
the
death?
Madhya Pradesh.
Nobody gets indicted. Nobody gets punished. Nobody gets punished. Lokayukt or no Lokayukt.
When irrigation schemes are taken out in the state of Madhya Pradesh and not implemented, when power is not added, and the farmers suffer and the farm laborers
after all the scams of the last 9 years, after all the scams of the last 9 years, coal, 2G, CWG, Aircel Maxis, you think this is going to hold water, Mr. Surjewala? Every question, every point which you raise is going to be questioned factually. Meenakshi Lekhi responding, and then I have one last question to Meenakshi Lekhi because she's on slippery ground tonight. Yes.
I'm not on slippery ground. When you're discussing the irrigation scam, I think we go back to Maharashtra. And Maharashtra, which was again a developed state, has reduced in GDP and come back to Madhya Pradesh. The GDP and the per capita income from 10,000, 12,000 is increased to 45,000 or something. And in these conditions, so far as electricity is concerned, Madhya Pradesh is again electricity surplus state. So Mr. Surjewala's statements are incorrect. When it comes to the farmland and farm industry, agricultural rate has increased up to 17%. So growth rate is much higher in agriculture, industrial rate is up GDP is up, per capita income is up, the road construction is up. In all these parameters, Madhya Pradesh has done far better than the Congress-ruled states. In fact, the states which were doing far better earlier, what they inherited, they have brought it down. For example, states like Maharashtra, for example, states like Andhra, for example, states like even Kerala. Their income, GDP, availability of resources, everything has come down.
Well, you know, Sonia Gandhi versus Modi is the issue. On facts, both the Congress...
Can I make one last point?
Yes, Mr. Mehta. One sec, Mr. Mehta.
I think what is the moral of the story that your debate has thrown up? The moral of the story is that the two main national parties have nothing to boast of, and what they accuse the other of, they are guilty themselves. Since
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm 100% agreement with Vinod Mehta. All that the viewers will know is that neither party has any ground to claim superiority over the other. And we are stuck with a corrupt politics in which the major parties are not going to cure corruption.
Well, you know, Mr. Surjewala, what we are doing on Newshour tonight is this. We are putting the facts that you are claiming in your public rallies. You are making a lot of claims in your public rallies. Miss Lekhi, it is time that each and every narrow claim of the public rallies we go through it with a magnifying lens and we find out if you're right or wrong. And then no surprise, Miss Lekhi, no surprise. But very often I find things wrong. When we come out, I have many more questions. Fact versus fact gets very serious. By the way, did Ashok Gehlot not face allegations of allocating sandstone mines to some of his relatives? Why does Sonia Gandhi not talk about that? I'm back in a few minutes in part number 2, debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.